This is Pulse 95.
Pulse 95.
It's the Morning Majlis. It's the Morning Majlis.
Well, Italian soccer's redemption story is definitely complete, and England's painful half-century wait for a major title still goes on, sadly. And it just had to be because of a penalty shootout. That's what happened last night. Italy won the European Championship for the second time by beating England 3-2 on penalties last night, and the match finished 1-1 after extra time at Wembley Stadium, which was filled mostly with English fans, hoping to celebrate the team's first international trophy since the 1966 World Cup. But it actually went to Rome, and they're saying it's coming to Rome. It's coming to Rome. That's what they're saying, and that's what they shouted into a TV camera amid the celebrations, mocking the famous lyric "It's coming home" from the England team's anthem. So, it's very sad for England.
Well, as you know, the initial song as well, the "It's Coming Home" was actually done in a very sarcastic way. That's the reality. It was always done to because of this long wait, and it's sad. I've got to tell you this because for a number of years in England, every football fan is so passionate about their team. They rejoice and they take part in it as if they're playing it themselves. From what we saw yesterday, Italy lost the first final of the night when Novak Djokovic, kudos to him, won the Wimbledon final. And he himself was asked, who are you siding with today? And he said, I am a football fan and I'm looking forward to watching good football. And I'm sure he was treated to it as well because...
What does he mean?
He was being very diplomatic and neutral, and he just wanted to watch a good football game. But look, the game yesterday was a good advertisement for the sport to an extent. Not the best of all advertisement for the sport when it comes to the rioting and the chaos that we saw outside of Wembley Stadium in the lead up to the game. On the pitch itself, when England, in the first 2 minutes, so dominant, such a clinical display. After that, England went into a shell and they let Italy have control of the game. The passing, Italy was getting a bit more comfortable with the way they were playing. And I think Gareth Southgate strategized for the double changes he made in leading up to the penalties to give the youngsters a chance at the spot kicks. It came a bit too late. I think the guys weren't warmed up enough to have a kickabout and then go into the penalties. They literally came in 2 minutes in, and the first touch of their ball was in the penalties. And you really can't expect them to get you that winner, because right in front of you is a goalkeeper who's now been crowned the player of the tournament. I think Italy rightfully deserved the victory. They played exceptionally great football, and for a country that had seen 18 months of darkness, well, kudos to them.
Yeah, and what a great story as well for the Italy team and what they have gone through to set up this opportunity. Roberto Mancini as well, that's a big legacy under his belt now, this 2020 Euro Championship. Really terrible for England what happened, and I'm reading this very interesting statistic that England has won only 22% of major tournament penalty kicks. That's 2 out of 9, the lowest ratio of any European country to have been involved in 3 or more. And in fact, this painful defeat now sits alongside 1990, 96, 98, 2004, 2006, and 2012 in the list of tournament exits by this cruel method, the penalty kick. Goodness.
Yeah, they came close, England. They came close when they reached the semi-final of the World Cup in Moscow back in 2018, but this loss definitely will cut even deeper after they made such smooth progress to the final game and had the chance to finally claim a second trophy in what was effectively basically a home tournament with its climax at Wembley. But yeah, they have made progress, but still, England could not clear the final hurdle.
No, definitely. I think it just hurts. Every English fan, I think about it. They just want to invent a rewind button and refix things. It was the moments where you wish you had that FIFA controller and press restart and get it again, because things like this, moments like this, don't come in every day or easily. You're playing in Wembley, your home stadium, your fans are there. You've just ended the COVID-19 restrictions. Everyone just wanted that big victory and something to celebrate. Had England won it, to be honest, you'd see celebrations running throughout here in the United Arab Emirates, throughout the F&B venues for time to come. In England as well, you would have seen the celebrations, parades, the Queen's visit, and I'm sure some of them would have been knighted and gotten the Order of the British Empire. But that's the reality. I think a lot of English fans will just hope for another opportunity to excel and do well, but hard luck, to be honest, yesterday. It's a harsh way to exit a tournament, but it is what it is, sadly. But do share your thoughts and opinions on the text lines 4215. I think had Gareth Southgate made the call a bit earlier, and had the team continued the dominance, because the thing is, even any sport, even cricket for that matter as well, once you're on top, the best way to keep going is to completely annihilate your opposition and get them out of the game and get rid of any hopes they might have had. I think England should have gone for 2 goals. They should have continued the lead, and that would have been an unassailable lead, especially the pressure of the finals. But Italy did really well.
Indeed, and congratulations to Italy. What a great team. And of course, kudos to England for making it to the to the final game. And they got the World Cup to look forward to, so it's not over here.
Not over here yet, and that's what the sentiments are like. They're thinking, okay, it's going to be in this part of the world, so hopefully England will be favourites again, given of how popular the English expat community is in that country, in the host country of the 2022 World Cup. And hopefully it continues. And let's see what happens. But a proud moment for Italians. I think that they're going to be continuing their celebrations, and they're very equally, if not more, of passionate fans.
For sure, Italy. Congratulations to all Italian fans out there. Italy did win their second European Championship title. That's the first in 53 years since 1968. It's the longest ever gap between championships in the tournament by a single nation, surpassing Spain. Their wait was 44 years from 1964 till 2008. So congratulations to Italy, and hard luck to England. They both played beautifully, and they did put up a great fight. So if you want to catch up this conversation, all the other conversations that we had, you can log on to our SoundCloud, Apple Podcast, and Spotify for the audio experience. We will be uploading it right after the show. And if you want to catch our faces, you can go on to YouTube. Just type in Pulse 95 Radio, look for the Morning Majlis playlist. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.
And thank you for being with us this morning and joining us via the text lines. We'll see you tomorrow again at 7 a.m. Until then, stay tuned to Pulse 95.
If you liked this episode of The Morning Majlis, drop a like and subscribe.
95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.
Pulse